Ruler School is brought to you by Odyssey Games, where you can go to get singles for all your Force of Will and other trading card games, as well as these amazing patrons.
Thank you for your support. Enjoy the video.
Hey there, Rulers. Welcome back to Ruler School. This is DMO73 bringing you the deck profile for the Mystery Box Machines list that you saw me play earlier this week. Huge thanks to Brandon Bremont for hooking me up with this list. It is very fun. It is definitely kind of the pinnacle of what machines are up to right now. The idea of Mystery Box specifically giving them this way to kind of slam a ton of cards into the board state very, very quickly in the late game, so they kind of constantly are applying pressure, and then you eventually get to a point where you have so many +1/+1 counters across things like Guinevere, Vivian, Lancelot, and all that other stuff that you just control the board state through the use of spending those counters. So you kind of give up damage to control the board, but you're just going to end up getting damage through anyway. So let's go ahead and quickly go into the Rune Deck specifically. So we played Diversive Evolution. It's harder, obviously, to get a bunch of different types unless you have something like Vivian or Guinevere, but Guinevere is great because she's 3 types all by herself, and then you can get up to 4 types if you have like a Vivian as well, because you'll have Fairy, Human, Wanderer, and Machine. But yeah, there's a lot of different, most of the deck is machines, obviously, so Diverse Evolution is not going to be necessarily something you're playing super consistently, but it can give you a lot of counters to be able to work with. Invitation, just to be able to fill your, get another card in your hand. It's really nice if you need to go searching for the second mystery box. Like if you've already played the one from the Rune Deck and you wanted to play it again, you can use Invitation to go grab it and then play that real quick. Or if you want to go grab like the Sky Beat to make sure that all of your guys suddenly have flying and everything else, it's nice to just be able to grab those 1-ups with the Invitation. Obviously, Mystery Box, super powerful card. You can discard your hand to make it so it can't be canceled, or players can't be chasing it, which is great because you can just say, I'm going to discard my hand of 0 cards if your hand is empty, so you can get a lot of value out of it. Scrap and Build, obviously, once again, another super powerful card for machines, and that, being able to come back from, if you have, you sacrifice things like the Donut Drones, they kill your Guinevere, stuff like that, you can just turn that into another big creature. And then a Maintenance, because if you're playing machines, there's really no reason to not play Maintenance, especially if you have a water ruler like Arthur. That instant speed, getting 4 counters across 2 dudes can lead to a lot of value. Stone-wise, it's just 4 Magic Stone of Time, 4 Thaumaturgy, and 2 Water Stone. Really, there's nothing super fancy about the stone list. It's just to make sure that we have 10 water sources, obviously, and then these are the 2 best water stones, so let's go ahead and play 4 of each. So let's go into the deck. I don't know why there's suddenly 4 Arthur King of Machines in the main deck, but here we go. So obviously Arthur flips over to Arthur King of the Machines. If I can get the actual artwork there. We rarely ever Judgment him just because Mystery Box gets us so much value, but he can be used to kind of flood your grave and set up for a nice Scrap and Build play if necessary. By himself, it's mainly just that he has flying, but ultimately he pretty much just stays on his front side. Then we play 4 Guinevere, obviously, the best 1-drop. We play a lot of 1-drops in this deck, but Guinevere has been one of the most consistent new 1-drop techs for this list, especially because, if someone's going to try to kill your machine, you just sacrifice it and buff up Guinevere, so you kind of get value out of their removal. 4 Mechanized Knight, nothing really much to say there. 4 Vivian, same reason why we've always played Vivian. She generates counters for every machine you get, which is just a lot of value with the fact that this deck is 100% machines. 4 Lancelot as the big heavy hitter of the deck, manipulating, doing individual removal, board-wide removal, effect negation, all kinds of stuff. Skyfall for some quick removal. We almost always have a Machine Resonator on board, so you almost always have this as quick cast. 3 Skyround Musketeer, super solid 2-drop. It comes in as a 7/5. Plus, it's the fact that it has that 1/1 counter that is the kind of relevant part about it. 2 Dragon's Breath for some removal and some potential drop power. 4 Mechanical Soldier, just again, we want as many 1-drops as possible. Skyround Technician to be able to couple really nicely with Mechanized Knight. Donut Drone to be able to again get counters wherever we need it, and again, it's a 1-drop. And then 1 each of Super Mobile Fortress Camelot, so we have something to grab off of Guinevere if necessary. A Sky Beat to be able to give all of our guys who have counters +1 that flying. and then Mystery Box, just so we have one in the deck as well as in the Rune Deck, so we can do it twice per game. So there you guys have it. That is the list. Let me know what you guys think or how you would do things differently. It does definitely look different than a lot of machine lists we've seen. You know, it's not playing any Sky Rounds. It's not playing any of the addition to give stuff protection or anything else like that. It's just a very aggressive deck. That kind of just tries to out-tempo your opponent by just constantly playing threat after threat. But if you guys have a different take on Arthur, let me know in the comment sections down below. And until next time, this is DMO73 saying class dismissed.